This was good enough from Kendrick that it left a slight thought in my head that is he a groomer? I'm white. I know nothing about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud. That'd be kind of interesting to react to it as a Finnish guy, as a Nordic guy, as a white guy, as a dude who has never listened to really hip-hop or rap. I have no idea anything about the music genre or culture or country. I don't know Drake. I don't know Kendrick. Everything that I know has come to me through my racist app called Instagram. So also to clarify, I used to be a metalhead. In Finland, we have a lot of metal music, and I would really like people to suggest some old school hip-hop and modern hip-hop and some other ideas of what to react to as somebody who really genuinely has no goddamn idea. Like, sub for more stuff, and let's go with the Kendrick and Lamar beef. Didn't rhyme.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake are two of the biggest rap artists in the world. Both of their individual successes tower over so many other
I don't know why. I don't know their music. I have never listened to any songs from them. By the way, to clarify, I could not name a song. I don't know. I have an American friend. He's mentioned that somebody is lyrically good. If you right now showed me a picture of Lamar, Kanye, and Drake, I'm not exactly sure if I would know who's who. This is not a diss. This is not hate. It's just truth. I just never listened to it. It just never has reached my soul in any kind of way. I know for a fact that it's one of those things that I have heard the song somewhere, but I wouldn't be able to name a song. Or if you put 3 songs back to back, it's from different people. It's from Drake, Kanye, or Lamar. I would not know who's is who. So this is where I'm coming from, okay? I don't know whose song that is.
And after the success and arguably Drake's greatest album, Take Care,
don't
Drake
know.
Goes on his
Never heard
Paradise
the songs.
And decides to bring along a little-known rapper featured on his Buried Alive interview track.
Oh, he was in his. Oh.
Now, in 2012, Kendrick is still a pretty unknown artist, only having released 1 mixtape and 1 album. So Drake bringing up this up-and-coming artist was a huge deal.
Okay. See, I had no idea. I had no idea that happened.
Telling the story of Kendrick Lamar's upbringing.
Never heard of it.
And the different struggles he had to go through around that time. Let's fast forward to 2013.
No diss,
Kendrick
not
no longer
hate,
an underground
just
artist,
truth.
Being awarded MTV's 2013 Hottest MC and Best Male Hip Hop Artist, with Good Kid, Mad City being considered the greatest.
I will be
album of all
honest
time.
with you.
Drake
I have
and
not
Kendrick's
seen
relationship
those
is still
album
pretty
covers.
strong.
I think I would
August
recognize Drake
2015,
if you
Kendrick would
showed
release
me
a
his
song with Big
picture,
Sean
and
titled
probably Kanye.
Control.
So I would be able to, process of elimination, be able to figure out who's Kendrick.
Pushing Kendrick's career
What was the
further
song?
than ever into the starlight, for attacking industry idols such as Big Sean,
Don't know.
J. Cole, and of course,
Don't know.
Drake.
Oh, Drake,
And
sure.
even though in this song he has verses like, he also has bars like, and saying that Kendrick was coming for the crown, and there was nothing that was gonna get in his way. Nobody seemed to have an issue about the song either. They knew this is what the rap game needed right now, except one person, Drake.
Kendrick Lamar. Are you listening to it now? How does that verse?
No, so he took offense to it. I agree. Hey, I'm a random Finnish dude. I'm reacting to this thing. You're not wrong. The video creator's not
Take a
wrong.
break from this and fast now. Let's put our focus back to Drake. What did Drake do? For that, we need to fast forward to April 13th, where Twitter would go crazy over this leaked song by Drake titled Push-Ups.
Drake is responding. Round 2. You better go in on this track. That's all I
It's fascinating seeing people hyped up about a topic that you know nothing about. It's like,
Claiming that whatever Kendrick was cooking up had to be.
I remember something like that. Yeah, I remember there was like a whole thing that he released something and then.
After a lack of response from Kendrick, Drake would release a secret track titled Tailor Made Freestyle only 6 days later on April 19th.
So Drake puts out a lot of music, it seems like constantly. So it feels like you know him a lot because there's so much content. Even the other guy was saying that not all of it is even that good.
Drake's biggest role models and biggest legends from the West Coast, Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
I know those
Kendrick
names.
was hit by having Tupac and Snoop send motivational messages to Kendrick.
I have wet hair. Ignore it. Let's continue.
We also hear on how Kendrick is bothered on how Drake loves to keep this look on how he came up from a tough upbringing, when Kendrick actually lived through that life, and on how he's infatuated with.
I mean, I
Lamar
get that.
instead of singing
That
his
I would
radio
completely
hits
get that. Yeah.
like Kendrick flat out explains the reason why he doesn't like Drake.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this.
Now,
I
both
mean,
artists have dropped their disses
I have to be
with them
perfectly
having-
honest with you. There's kind of a joke. You've heard it. Isn't it funny how rap is a bunch of dudes writing poetry to each other? I'm sorry. That sounded like a scorned lover. I hate the way you walk. It's like... But I completely understand like an idea of you genuinely lived, not genuinely, nobody lives anything genuinely. Everybody goes through whatever they go through. But if Kendrick did live through, or if that was Kendrick, really did live through like that classic stereotypical rapper tough life, and then Drake didn't, but then he says that he did, yeah, of course that would be That would be infuriating.
emphasizing that Drake has a moles in OVO that would rather see him dead than to see him succeed, and are feeding Kendrick all this information. 616 in LA was released at 9 a.m. Pacific
that's
Standard
fucked.
Time that day. Family Matters is really focused on Kendrick's romantic life, claiming on how Kendrick is a wannabe saint for all his people, but is yet married to Whitney, a mixed woman, by saying,
That's a whole nother thing.
Song, claiming that she has been abused by Kendrick.
Men,
and has been sleeping
women,
with Dave Free, Kendrick's longtime friend and co-founder of PG Language.
Ah, okay.
Now, Drake thought that this would be the end of Kendrick as fans began to praise the song as it came out with bar after bar, and it was the end. For about 30 minutes, where around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Kendrick
I had
without
no
warning
idea
dropped
it was this
50 grams,
active.
A 6.5-minute song, with it being written in the form of a letter. With it got exposed of having back with his beef with Pusha T. In it, Kendrick is apologizing to Adonis for having such a horrible man as a father, and how he doesn't have to follow into his footsteps by saying,
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that the man is your father. Let me
It's kind of fucked though that you're going after somebody's family. I mean, Drake did go after his girl,
Next
but
is the Drake's parents, both Sandra and Dennis, who Drake speaks on frequently in their song Sandra Rose, and Dennis being on the cover of Drake's 2017 album More Life, apologizing to her for Drake being an absentee father, and only focuses
that
on his
real?
music and women by saying,
dead beat that should never say more life.
finally, Kendrick addresses Drake directly.
Is that
about
real?
not
Does he
kissing
have
him, nor
a
putting him in
daughter like
position
that?
of help with a person. With bars.
that's the feeling I got. Yeah, that it wasn't really just about the bars. It wasn't really about the songs. It wasn't really about the wording or the meaning. It was more about the
Kendrick now having
person.
4 diss tracks and Drake having 3. When Kendrick would surprise drop Not Like Us, a West Coast inspired song, with the cover having 12 sex offender pins over Drake's mansion. The song would take a slight turn from the previous songs
Damn,
released by
that's
Kendrick. Here,
fucked.
the record takes a more upbeat approach, with the shots being less understandable to the public eye, having it being more focused on being a love letter to Compton, hence the name Not Like Us, and continues with a series of accusations and metaphors that paint Drake as weak, untrustworthy, and a pedophile by having lines like, became the certified stamp for a lot of people, as it was able to keep a catchy flow while still being able to hold itself strong as a diss track. So what did Drake do after being attacked so violently? Drake telling Kendrick that the information that was given to him was something that Drake and his team came up with to purposely feed to him by rapping.
Oh yeah, I did see something like that. Yeah, yeah. I did see something like that he was like, oh yeah, I was trying to just look like a weirdo. It's like,
was something that was made up and given to Kendrick to see if he runs with it. As well goes over the album cover from Meet the Gram saying,
Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug you use is for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on the speculation.
we hear Drake clear up his name through the lyrics by going through each point that Kendrick wrote about, mainly about him being with underage girls, and goes on.
this is something I heard.
For clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was f***ing young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly,
Well, that's
I give you a
stupid.
message.
And
Only f***ing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager.
people found this one of the weaker disses, as it seems more of a plea case than an actual diss to Kendrick. With some
Yeah.
him raising the white.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'm too rich for this to not. What the fuck do you mean? That's the definition of like how you get away with shit like that. I remember that. I remember this was good enough from Kendrick that it left a slight thought in my head that is he a groomer? Like that was like a thought with Millie Brown or whatever. That's like a joke that stuck with me. So it's kind of fascinating, like seeing the whole beef, seeing the whole where it started from where it's going, and see how maybe I was influenced as a person who knows nothing of this, but I heard like memes and jokes about it, you know? So that's like one little thing that has stuck with me was odd. Like I remember people saying that his response was odd, and now hearing it, yeah, it is odd.
Some good exercise, like
Yeah, I heard that.
you would be
Yeah,
a
that
competitor
line
if
I
was
heard.
really a predator and you were-
This left everyone feeling like the diss had been settled with Drake, no longer saying anything, and that's how it would stay until the 4th of July, when Kendrick would release a music video to one of the biggest hits from the disses, Not Like Us, which begins by showing us a snippet.
I've
of underage
heard
track,
that
speaking of
title
how Drake
name.
appeared to have killed Kendrick, but here he is, reincarnated.
Reincarnated. I'm a stargazer. Life goes on. I need to hug my baby.
We also see Compton City.
I've heard
where
that
Kendrick is
line,
from.
yeah.
The music video is filled with homages to the city and is a love letter to his people and culture, showing that it would never die. Having LA legends show up in the music video like Tommy the Clown, DeMar DeRozan, Mustard, and so many others. The music video also doesn't fail to send jabs at Drake, as it's filled with hidden meaning and messages towards him. For example, we have Kendrick and Drake's look from his mixtape Dark Lane demo tapes, full speed towards him before being pulled away from his aura. Kendrick dancing over
Okay.
the name of Hot Dog, this hand movement, which is a callback to Drake that does this on a live with a young girl. Kendrick hitting a piñata of the OVO owl, and him locking up the owl at the end. We also get Dave Free in this music video with Kendrick, which has been a main issue throughout the disses but has been cleared up now. Then cut to seeing Kendrick's family with Whitney and his 2 children, clearing the claim that Drake was throwing onto her, and she's seen here dancing with him and their children, and then showing the city dancing and singing along to the song, showing that the city is united as one. But this is where the story ends. Kendrick got to show a side of Drake that needed to be seen and sheds more light on his culture. And Drake got to exercise and get that pen work in. Each person got to show more of themselves through these raps and let fans decide who won this beef. But who knows? This can only just be the beginning.
Exactly as I thought. I have no idea what was going on. I have not been listening to either one of those guys. I don't know one of their song titles. I know love, no hate, nothing. Just curious. Just curious to know more. Curious after watching the Boondocks. I think that was a good way of showcasing a little bit of like what the hell is going on. But there was another one. So I'm curious to see if the another one has anything to add into it. And then also there's the Super Bowl thing. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more. There's a comedy, Josh Johnson's stand-up thing. He has like 2 different stand-up about Drake and all that, if that would be kind of interesting. And then there's another guy who made a newer version of kind of the full beef explained. It's like 50 minutes long, so I have to like see how it would edit it. But I might explain more of the Super Bowl halftime, because I know there's something happened there. I saw memes of, well, white culture, black culture, halftime show about Kendrick, something. But I don't know, so that could be interesting. And I'm wondering, should I just react to the song itself, Kendrick's or whoever's songs? And that includes, please give me some kind of ideas, what songs from hip-hop 90s or whatever era, awesome great songs that I should react to, because I have no idea. I don't know anything. So if you want to see any more random reactions and thoughts and ideas from a random white dude, sub and like and see more, and give me some ideas on what to react to. Thank you very much.